Bible said, now crieth a certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophet of Elijah, saying, thy servant my husband is dead, and thou knowest that thy servant did fear God and the Lord, and the creditor is come to take unto him 2 of his sons. This was a pastor, a prophet. The man died, a creditor. A pastor, the Bible said he feared God, so he was not poor because he was an unbeliever. He feared God, and the Bible said after the man died, the wife had nothing, and the creditors came to collect 2 of the children as collateral. That's an error. Listen to me. Poverty is not a respecter of title. You can be a pastor and poor. What I am preaching here, the man feared God. He was righteous. He was holy. He went to heaven, but left his wife in problem. That's not God's will. The wife was crying, and 2 of the children were taken because the husband could not pay the money. No house. That's why I say it is not all about title. It's not all about being born again. It's a choice. Prosperity is a choice. Prosperity is a choice. If you choose to be a poor preacher, you can be a poor preacher. If you choose to be a poor member, you can be a poor member and make heaven. You can be a rich pastor and make heaven. A rich member and make heaven. It's a choice. Choice is the greatest gift to humanity. God can never force you to be rich, to be blessed. God won't force you. God won't force you. Abraham was never poor. The guy was rich in cattle, rich in all manner. The guy was wealthy. Lazarus was poor. It's a choice. You're born again without wisdom for wealth can make you go through life and struggle. In fact, when you are not prosperous, the tendency of committing sin is high. It's very high. You tell small lie just to make ends meet. Poverty. Wherever you are in this church, I curse you from your root to dry up. When I see people get annoyed when they see men of God prosper, when they see a believer prosper, I look at them and I understand they have an appointment with poverty. Because hear me, it is the will of God, it is God's will that you might prosper. I converted my father, but I could not influence him on some issue until prosperity came. When I talk, he said, I know you are born again and we are born again, but this thing is about money. This thing is about money. So you can't tell me, son, on this issue. So I keep quiet because I know my limit. You cannot marry when you are poor. Let me tell you the disadvantage of poverty. You break your age mate. You can't speak in their presence when you are poor. Let me tell you the disadvantage of poverty in your family. As the firstborn, you cannot talk when you are poor. You cannot control a woman when you are poor. Poverty. You become a rascal and an hooligan. You run from your landlord when you are poor. When you are poor, ordinary malaria can kill your children. Some people have died. Their parents have died. Not because it's their time. There is no money to take care of them. Poverty. I from your roots to dry. I curse you from your root to dry. A man of God feared God, served God well, and the Bible said he died, and the creditor came to arrest the wife, and they took two of his sons because there was poverty. That's a shame. How can a man who feared God? So it is possible to fear God and be poor. Because this issue of prosperity is connected to principles. When I hear people say nowadays all they talk about is get rich, are we not going to heaven? We balance it here. We tell you about heaven, and you have to occupy till I come. Why Jesus is coming? Let us take charge here, so when he comes to meet us, we give the devil 2-0. On earth we are in charge, in heaven we are in charge. Take the wall and give me Jesus. When they take the wall, where will you stay? Where will you stay? Jesus himself said, occupy, take charge in the banking industry, occupy in the financial sector, occupy in the aviation sector, occupy in business, occupy in politics until I come. Don't be a tenant, occupy till I come. Shame. Poverty brings shame. Shame. You can't speak well. I'll be preaching in my church in Ibadan. My members will see me. They'll be maintaining. Because as I'm preaching, the trouser get the way he be. You go see how long. When I say fire, fire. You don't say, sing your rhyme and pass. Let us go home again. Because listen to me. If you are born again, one of the proof that shows that God is behind you is that it is his will. It is his will. If it is the will of God that you may prosper, is it also your own will? Prosperity. I told you I went and carried block. Being blocked because there was no way out. I was doing blocking, carrying block, molding block. My members were passing by. Two of those sisters. They sighted me from the back. You know, there's a way when your pastor passes, you know now your pastor. So yes, that should be him. I have dropped the block. When I turned back to go back, I saw their face, I returned back. Poverty brings shame. And those sisters, they are very funny. They did not go. Na papa, na lie, na papa, na pastor, na lie, na pastor. So they were arguing. So they have to stay to confirm that I am the person. I was on short knicker with a cement bag on my head, carrying block to go and drop, and they begin to argue. So when I thought and I saw them, I returned back. The man molding the machine, the operator, he said, "Oga, carry now." I say, He said, carry. So when I carry it, I returned. I was going. The man came closer to me. Pastor, may God punish poverty from the roots. Hayabada yakata, rakoto kaba, rekabadi gaba, lekushapata, mekata ba igaba. It is the will of God that you may prosper and be in good health, even as the soul prospereth. Prosperity. 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 Kingdom mandate. Prosperity. You can't influence well until prosperity comes. Prosperity. 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 I shall make you the head and not the tail. How can you be the head when you are not prosperous? How? I shall make you the head and not the tail. You shall be the head financially. You shall be the head and not the tail. Since I was born and now I am old, I have never seen the righteous being forsaken, neither is she begging for bread, because it is the will of God that you might prosper.
Prophet Joshua Iginla will be back in a moment. Worship with us this Sunday at Champions Royal Assembly behind Deeper Life, Biazin Kubwa, Abuja, Nigeria.
I cannot be born in a manger and die in the manger. No way, no way. For the step of the righteous are ordered by the Lord. Yea, our royal nation, peculiar people, you have been set aside.
Time of services 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. first service, 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. second service.
You are going through a lot of battle. You are tired.
Yes, sir.
You've lost your job for a long time and you are looking for a job now. You can't get one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hear a name like